Yeah, let's do it.
It's easy to sum it up. We're talking about practice.
Because it's about as casual as it gets.
What's the problem now?
That's a clown question, bro.
I think we ought to change the beating at least.
World champions!
Start playing with some jam in here. Let's go.
Philadelphia, looking as only you can look. Woo!
Here we go, here we go.
Always a big I would have guaranteed that AJ would be the one that wants to dump it on Sirianni.
Let's see.
And Devonta, and sneak your way.
Uh-oh. Good move there.
Oh.
Great maneuver.
A little okie doke. Oh!
The best shower Nick Sirianni will ever have.
All right. Welcome, everybody, to another edition of the Philly Podcast. My name is Eric Perugini. My co-host down the bottom there is Chris Lahiff. And we are joined tonight by artist and Temple grad Jordan Spector, who is very well known in the sports community. He is been commissioned by many pro athletes to do some art renderings. And his work is really cool. We saw him on a trip to New York to see the Eagles play the Giants, and we are very glad to have him on the show tonight. Jordan, how are you, pal?
Good. Just trying to make it through another storm, and how far does it go out?
I can't take this rain no more.
Nice. I know, this rain's been a mess. Like, I was driving home in that damn friggin' tornado up around here yesterday. I was like, okay, this is great. No pool supplies going flying through the streets. It was like I was in Twister. It was great.
Cal. Another Cal. No, that's the same Cal. So
go ahead, Chris. You want to take over?
No, I was just welcoming Jordan to the show. Jordan's joining us. He has an appearance with Monkey's uncle. It's a limited appearance. I think it's 100 tickets, and on our post today, and yesterday, I'd posted the pictures of them, which, I don't know which one to get. Like, Derek's like, you should just buy them all. I'm like, as much as I would love to do that, my wife's like, no, you're not buying them all. So obviously. And you're doing another one because I had spoken to you. I reached out to you on Instagram a couple months ago. I think it was the Super Bowl 52 when you were going to buy in Super Bowl 59.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. So Jordan, tell us a little about your background. Like, just tell us college you went to, what you majored in, and then how you actually got into being the artist that you are, and how popular your stuff is amongst players, because we see everywhere. You see it with BG, we see it with saw you with Big Dom, I saw you with Nick, who is my favorite NFL coach right now of all time. You're around all these guys, but let's go back to the beginning, like your college, and like how you came about being the artist that you are today.
Yeah, so growing up, I always had the talent for art and the appreciation for art. It was a hobby of mine, and lo and behold, it became a whole career. But I didn't plan it that way. So growing up, it was really art and football for me that I loved, and I actually played football all through high school. Then ended up playing at Temple. I was a walk-on at Temple, and I got hurt playing the game my second year at Temple. And unfortunately, I had to walk away, and that was devastating. But once that happened, I leaned back into art as a way to channel my passion for football and sports, which wasn't really the case before. So it was really from that point on that I never looked back. I did it for fun for a bit, but made an Instagram, started to put my work out there. People started to pay me for my work. I was like, wow, I thought that was the coolest thing, that people would be willing to pay for something I create. And kind of just went from there. This is 10 years ago now. So those were the early stages, and eventually I went full time with the art, and had many stepping stones along the way, and here I am 10 years later.
Did you have like any oh shit I made it moments like at what point? I am so sorry. I had no idea what happened there. At what point did you did it happen to be? Oh wow! I can't believe I'm sitting in the same room with this person. When did that hit you?
Oh, there's been many moments like that just over the years, and many points at which it was like, wow, like really like I was able to level up with this project or that project, and being able to work with a certain athlete. So that it's hard to nail down one exactly. But really, I mean, I'd say my first time connecting with Brian Dawkins and hearing him talk about my work and building a relationship with him was a great achievement for me, because growing up, B-Doc was one of two people who inspired me to want to play football in the first place. So he was always a focal point of my work, and really one of the first guys that I illustrated when I started really tapping into the sports illustrations. So I'd say B-Doc was one of those moments.
Yeah, I met Brian Dawkins. I went to an Eagles Dallas game. It was the salute to service game. It was Sunday night. Carson Wentz was still the quarterback, and I had met Brian Dawkins, and here's me. It's 2018. The Eagles just won the Super Bowl, and now I'm at Eagles Dallas a year later, and I'm standing there, and I'm like, what do you say to a guy who's heard it all? Like, what do you say to Brian Dawkins, who's heard everything from every single Eagles fan in the world? And here's me. I love you. I love you, man. Like, I didn't know what else to say to him. And I'm it's just like, it's the star-studded thing. And, like you said, for him to be an inspiration to that's pretty cool, with his drawings and everything else. And I'm almost positive, I can't find them, but I'm pretty sure I have a couple of your shirts that you first commissioned to Monkey's Uncle. Like, what were the first couple of shirts that you commissioned to Monkey's Uncle?
Oh man, Monkey's Uncle, we go way back. Yeah, they to this day are the first store that ever carried anything that I created and sold it to their customers. Some of those were a Temple T-shirt that had a former teammate of mine, Tyler Metakevich, All-American linebacker. We had another one that was like a We Are Penn State shirt that we actually still sell as a print on our website. I had one of Albert Einstein, actually. I don't know if you remember that one. Those are the three sticking out to me. Oh, and of course, I had one of Brian Dawkins from the illustration that I did, which also
I think that's the one I had. Yeah,
to be Dawkins.
But yeah. So you said I'm gonna cripple his name, Tyler
Metakevich.
Yeah, me and Keith actually went to that Notre Dame and Temple game that was on Halloween night, and he made so many plays that night, and I was like, this kid's gonna be pretty good in the NFL, and he's been pretty serviceable in the NFL.
Yeah, he's made a career off of being a special teams expert, so that's all you need in the NFL.
So you got to be good at you have to be good at it and just do it. So we got our producer putting up some of your stuff. Like how do you do that? Like I don't like. I'm amazed at how good artists are. Like, I'm jealous because it's such a talent to have, and for me, I don't. So I just like how do you just come up with ideas like this?
It's been an evolution of my process of creativity over the years. Usually, the easiest is when I'm in the moment, actually watching a game and get to witness that moment for myself, and right away can know if it's something that I think people will love, that because it's a moment that I loved, like the backwards turtle. or the Saquon snow game. And sometimes it's a harder concept that's commissioned, or it's something that doesn't come to me right away. But I've really started to tap into that zone that I get into when I create, which involves additional research, watching a lot of highlights of the athlete, and just if it's something that I'm less familiar with, getting myself very familiar with the subject matter or the athlete, which really helps me tell the best story I can with my art. Because it's really what I feel like I've become is a storyteller more than anything with my art. So
with that, okay, so you literally, what was your reaction as soon as you saw Saquon do that backwards hurdle? Like, I know that had to jump right out and like, oh, I gotta do this right now. Like,
yeah,
like I'm assuming your reaction when you saw him do that was like everybody else, like, oh Jesus Christ, what the hell did he just do? I mean, so I'm pretty sure that was a pretty easy one for you to say, well, I'm going to do this.
Yeah, it was easy for me to know I wanted to do it for sure. And like I was saying, like there was moments throughout the season like that moment, the snow game because I was there myself. Many moments from the Super Bowl saw me recreate because I was at the Super Bowl. So, you know, the whole season and you know, from the beginning to the end, I was way more tapped in than when I was younger for the Eagles' first Super Bowl because I wasn't in the position that I was in back then that I am now. So I just feel like I was way more locked in on everything going on and just ready to create, open to creating. You know, so it was a dream season, not only to be a fan, but to be an artist as well in this market and to be able to be in a position to capture a lot of these moments. Yeah, but as soon as I saw the hurdle, I knew I had to create something because that was a once in a lifetime type move.
It's to this day, it's still one of the most iconic plays, obviously of this season, but in my mind in NFL history. I'm in a group chat with with Keith, our producer, and here's me like, did you see that? I stopped my wife from what she was doing. I rewound the play. I'm like, this is ridiculous. Like, this 14-yard play is going to be the play of the year for the ESPYs. And just the social media reaction, the grown men on the Eagles sideline reaction, like they had a guy dress up at the Fanatics event a couple weeks ago.
Saw him there, yep.
Like that's how iconic this play was, and for certain sports, analysts to say it's not the play of the year, I just as I'll always refer to Keith as he goes back is Madden had to go in and add it. Like that's how iconic this play was. Am I correct, Keith? They added it. Like the next day,
it was one of those things. Within like the next week, you had to download your update so you could do it with him, and it was a series of keystrokes. But they never had to do that before. Like they don't change stats in the middle of the season, but they had to add an actual play. It was that good. They didn't even wait till the following year to add the hurdle. That was crazy.
Yeah, it was done. I mean, we're like we have your artwork up on the screen right now, and I find it amazing how you used it that with the Matrix. It's like he's literally breaking the Matrix. Like that, like for you to come up with that idea is phenomenal. Like I love that artwork right there.
Appreciate it. Yeah, that was a concept that came to me pretty quickly. Actually, I think it was like a comment I saw from Kevin Agandi or something he said on TV about it. Something about the Matrix, and that's what triggered me. And it's funny because Kevin Agandi is now a pretty good friend of mine, so it's cool to have him give me that idea.
No, that's pretty cool.
That is.
Yeah, that's. But yeah, the Howie, This is a great picture. Like, I love the Eagles background with the Super Bowl colors and the trophy in the side of the eagle. It's just like your stuff is really, it's unique, it's different, and it stands out. Another thing you do, and I don't know if Keith or Eric knows, is you do these cards, these immortal cards. I almost bought this, I think like 4 years ago, at the Mike CL.
I want this one so bad. This one is so good.
Me and Eric, we were at Monkey's Uncle. We were doing a live broadcast of the Mike Cielski book signing, and I was this close to buying it. This close. That's such an iconic shot. But I want to talk about the immortal cards. Like these things, like I remember, like I talked to you vaguely on the New York trip, and I think you were working on that Brad Lidge one, like that. That was. These are
that's awesome.
How do you what are explain these immortal cards to people so that they know, because like I see them on your post. Phil, I just saw Filthy and Philly just got one. Like explain to them like the ideas and the thoughts behind them.
Yeah, so the cards is a much newer venture that I started back in 2023, and that exists under my overall art company umbrella. But the cards for me have been a really cool, new, unique way to appreciate the art in a much smaller format versus a large canvas or a mural. So that's one thing that I really appreciate about the cards that I make and that we sell. But yeah, we really launched that off in 2023 and handpicked Brian Dawkins to be the very first Immortals 1 release, which went absolutely bonkers when we did it. And luckily, we released it right before the Eagles started to do terrible and just crash and die.
We don't talk about that.
But yeah, I spent a good 5-6 months prior to that launch building the blueprint for Immortals and what it needed to be, what it needed to exemplify to be a legitimate, trading card brand. And I actually don't even like the word trading card. I think of these more of a collectible and a small piece of art, but it still exists, the same format as a regular trading card. But ever since then, it's just gotten bigger and better. And, I had this crazy idea when they won, on top of the many projects I'd already done, to create what we call the LIX Champions set, which was the idea to create a whole entire collectible card set of the entire Super Bowl team. Maybe not like the 54-man roster, but like all the guys who really played a big role. And now we're on our 24th athlete in 3 months. So
that's awesome.
Been pretty cool.
I can honestly say
I just wanted to ask, what was Nick Sirianni like when you met him?
Super nice guy. Yeah, he loved the art so much. When I met him at the Philly show in March, that he asked if he could have like a canvas of it in his office. So that's actually what triggered what happened months later of me going down there and not only having one for him, but having one for Howie and Dom. And we did a bunch of fun content. But Nick is a really nice guy. I like him a lot.
All right, burning question. If you grow your beard longer, will you get mistaken for Brandon Marsh?
I already do.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you're hanging around with guys and people see you with, I don't know, just other sports figures. You're like, oh, what's up, Brandon? You're like, no.
I've received some pretty funny pictures, people at like Philly's game. I think the most recent was my buddy Gail Sanders, who runs Fourth and Drawn. Actually, he took a picture of the scoreboard at the Phillies game, and it was Brandon Marsh, and it looked identical to me, just a longer beard.
Cool.
Yeah,
that's great.
So, I get that a lot. Who else do I get compared to? Brandon Marsh. Yeah, Brandon Marsh
Captain Caveman.
He has no idea who Captain He is so right. What a boomer reference.
All right. Eric, ahead.
Don't even Google it. It's not worth it, bro.
Come on, man.
Oh my god.
I won't.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm sitting here like I did not know about the Immortals mini like artwork that you do here, like kind of like trading cards, because I'm a huge baseball card fanatic, all kinds of stuff. So while you guys were just talking, I went on your site and I was looking, and it's like I'm definitely going to be buying a couple of these because these are absolutely amazing. My wife will probably divorce me, but I'm
right
definitely
there.
doing this.
You better ask.
Well, the Dawkins one, yeah, that Dawkins one, he was my all-time favorite Eagle, so that's definitely going to be my first purchase.
Well, unfortunately, that one sold out 2 years ago.
Oh no!
I'm looking I'm looking for like Shane Falco, Rod Tidwell, or maybe even like a Cole. What's it? Cole Bickle?
Trickle.
Cole Trickle.
Yeah. Cole Trickle. Any of those? Any those references are probably way over the head. Nope. Oh, you got to be in your 20s, right, bud?
Why don't you just ask me who Tin Cup is?
all these movies references. You should know who Shane Falco is.
I do. Yep.
All right. Good. So when you get started, like when you decide, like, all right, this is in my head, can you take us through like obviously you have a good relationship with the team now, right? So I'm sure you can go up to them and be like, hey, I got an idea for a card, and it kind of like gets green lit, and it kind of, I guess I want to say the licensing of it becomes a little bit easier to handle. But what is the process like to do all that like licensing agreement up front with them? And has it gotten better in the relationships? And can you walk us through some like backdoor stuff there?
Yeah, well, I mean, none of the stuff I do is technically licensed, and the sports art world exists in a big gray area.
Yep.
When you start to take your art and mass produce it on T-shirts or mugs or merchandise, that's where you can get caught up and get in trouble. But when it comes to art that exists differently, and with your style, you gotta have a distinct artist style. You can't just be taking a picture and reproducing it exactly how it is. If you are creative with your work, like how I am, and you are making sure to make it unique, and for me, a lot of the time, if you look closely at my work, avoiding direct usage of the logos, then you should be fine. And
I've noticed on almost everything you've produced, there's an obscurity going on, but I've noticed this is like all I'm like really showing it out here, the personal touch to show stat records in the background and things that we like iconically, and just this whole thing is takes it to the whole next level. So is this what you're basically copywriting, and what your style has really come to be known as?
Yeah, for sure. And my work is consistent enough where it has that distinct style to it. So yeah, I haven't really had too many issues, and a lot of the trading card stuff we do is either a direct partnership with that athlete, or if it's autographed, then once something is autographed, it's endorsed by the athlete. So either way, a lot of the time it is involved with the athlete in some way, which I think is the most important part of all of it.
Yeah, these are like gorgeous. Obviously, people are nuts about these things, and you can still get the original in stock for the Dawkins. You can't get the Immortal X-Men, but you can get this, Eric. And this is the sign? Is there a signed one of this version?
Yep, everything is autographed, as you can see in the title there.
There you go.
Yep. Yep. So that was what we've done a lot of the time is once we get far enough past the actual card release, we'll re-release the art as a print and a canvas. And in this case, we did a whole new drop with Dawkins to do these different variations autographed by him. And they turned out really awesome. So
yeah, these are. I can see you probably having a real hard time keeping some of those. Is there one that you kind of had in particular that you're like, I can't believe this sold like this? Like, I had no idea. It was just a fan favorite of mine, and I decided to go off with it, and it just somehow took off.
No, I'd say a lot of that is usually predictable.
I guess it's the NFL knows what they're doing. They know exactly how many jerseys to print before they ship them off.
Yeah. A lot of the time I have a certain expectation. I try to keep my expectations low in general, but usually you see the same common names and guys be the most popular and what people want to collect. So some of the cards maybe have been like one guy was more surprising than another of how many people wanted to get that card.
Like this one, for instance, selling out, the Nick and Howie. I mean, did that one shock you on the sellout for that?
I guess a little bit, but we only did 24 of them. So, the other guys, there's 99 available. So we only did 24 of that one. And some of the more, special guys like BG, we do both a gold and a green version.
I mean, Gilly sold out. Gilly sold out.
Gilly was a timed release, not a quantity release. That was actually our first time doing something for a limited time versus a limited quantity.
Gotcha.
Yeah. How was he?
He was great. The whole hype of that and where he was at with what he was doing was just
he's literally the reason I have this hat. Like,
yeah, you see the gold noggin in the back here,
right?
Right there. That's branded Immortals noggin that they had me wear at Devonta Smith's.
I love it. I love you, Al. Oh my God, Al said how he bought 20 of the 24. So looking at this one, Jalen Carter, no one's shocked. We were just saying how Jalen Carter might get some record-breaking deal before the show, and we were just like, that's insane. This one right here, man. You're not a small dude. You are not. I mean, you're pretty ripped, Jordan. Like, let's be honest. Like, you're pretty solid. You're a former sports athlete. You kept in shape, obviously. You look like a baby next to him.
I'm not that big though.
Dude, you look like a baby next to Lane Johnson. He looks like he could cradle you, and you would do nothing about it.
I think it's the angle.
Bro, that's dead on. I don't know what you're talking about. If you want
to, though, Lane Johnson's 6'7".
Lane Johnson's a house there.
Yeah.
That's insane. And this is the one I really wanted to ask you. I'm shocked that the Big Dom one did not sell out.
Me too.
I thought for sure this one was going to sell out. I really did because of all the hype over the season. From what I understand, you can kind of verify this. He did not like being the center of that attention. That was something that was furthest from his mind on the situation. But now that he's become kind of like a personality in this town, he had no intention of it. Do you think that actually has helped him in a way or set him back in his job?
I think it's helped him. He definitely enjoys a lot of it, but at the end of the day, yes, be careful because it can affect his job. Especially when he's getting people out of trouble or, doing stuff behind the scenes that nobody sees.
Hey, listen,
I was just about to say the fact that no one knew he was, anonymity behind that was probably beneficial to him. But people love him. I mean, how can you not love him? He just seems like he's a really good dude. Anyone that you didn't expect, you're like, wow, this person's really personable, and they've been like, kind of like, hey, we should get 2 straws for this milkshake.
There was a lot of guys that I had a great experience with, and I think maybe it was amplified even a little bit more because they won the Super Bowl. Everybody's feeling good, but all the Georgia guys, really nice guys, Nolan Smith, Jordan Davis, N'Kobe Dean, Jake Elliott is a nice guy. All of them are super nice, really. Everybody that I've worked with, and BG's the best, as you know.
Yeah, I just wanted to bring that up before we switch over to your appearance at Monkey's Uncle. So you just released something with BG. Let us know. Everyone wants to know what it is. Like I said, I've seen it. You see the cleats, you see the pictures, you see, the preload collectible. Like what is this?
That was kind of a unplanned release that we did after the event we had last week, which was an event that is a pre-launch party to a bigger project we're doing, launching in August, which is a collectible card where every single collectible is going to have a piece of BG's last ever jersey and or cleats in the card, which has never been done before in the trading card world. You got these big companies, Topps, Panini, whoever else, and they do plenty of relic type products, but they've never had access to a guy contributing something that significant to a project in the way that BG is. So it's going to be one heck of a launch and keepsake for people who end up grabbing one. So really excited about it. So the event was a pre-launch event for that, where basically it was the last time that you're gonna see that jersey and cleats intact and take a picture with it and all that. So it was kind of a way to invite people to appreciate that and learn more about the project. And then people who could not make it, they still were asking if there could be some kind of card they could have to have a keepsake from the event. So we had a solo picture taken there of BG, and people can order that card, and there's an option to have Brandon sign it too, which is a cool little add-on for people who couldn't make it. But all of it again is a prequel to the big launch that will be in August.
So let's talk about the event at Monkey's Uncle. You're going to be there July 25th, correct?
Yes, July 25th.
And just explain to us what you're doing there, what you're selling, like what they get to do with the tickets to the event, and what you're pushing.
So Monkey's Uncle, like I said, first store that I've ever worked with ever since I started doing this as an artist, selling a product, selling T-shirts, art, and so I've had a great relationship with them ever since, and still to this day they sell my work in their store. And they decided to put together this fun event where you could buy a print of some of my most popular recent pieces, especially the Super Bowl ones I've done, and come to the event, hang out. I think there's wine and food and stuff like that, and I'm going to sign each print for each customer. So they get to come and hang out, just have a good time, and collect some art, and just have fun with other fellow fans too.
Yeah, no, that sounds good.
Are there any prints that are going to be that we can kind of show off that are going to be available?
Yep. Yeah, you can. I don't know if you're in front of like my site or anything like that, but if you want to show it, you could show the Jalen Hurts smoking the cigar, the Coop pick six, the Saquon snow game. Those are both actually behind me. Which way?
Yeah, I'm going to pop up the website right now, and I would love to see what people can grab this. What day is the event again, Fuzzy? Can we reshare those details?
It's July 25th. It's July 25th. What time?
We got this one.
It's 6 to 8.
July 25th from 6 to 8.
Yes, I believe that's
Beautiful. So you got this. It's called the main thing. That'll be available. Yep. Is it the house? You said the house call will be available.
Mm-hmm.
What else do we have available at Monkey's Uncle for signing?
the Pinnacle.
The Coop pick six. The backwards hurdle.
The one will be there.
Yep.
Oh, that might be the one for me.
And Kelce, I think, is the one.
Hungry Dogs.
Oh, man, that guy.
That's classic.
Everywhere.
I would love just to see the Coop. Did I pass the Coop pick six?
And, I'm kind of surprised there's no. I think he may have.
I may have. I just would love for people to see it, but I hope I didn't pass it. Sorry, y'all. No.
If you go to the search bar, you could just type in Cooper, or pick six.
Yeah, I love the way you think. Look at you on the internet. Oh, it's so beautiful. That's so beautiful, man. Like because it's one of those things. If you just pay attention. Just pay attention to what he's doing here, right? You're literally, you captured one of the moments of the game where mouths were just dropped, right? We were just in awe. Nobody thought it was we all thought it was going to be a hard fought game, that for sure. We were coming in for some really quality football, a rematch of probably this century of football that we all wanted to kind of see, I think. And then it was just like a shellacking, and you've captured that this is all the fun they were having by this point. Mm-hmm. So that
Keith, do you want me to play the video of my reaction to Coop's pick six?
Listen, you've got it.
Yeah, you were at the game, correct, Jordan?
I was, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so Derek, thank you for letting us know. So for the event, and here we go. The link we did have it up. I will put it up in a moment. But tickets are $75 for the event. You get the print, the signature from Jordan, photo op, hang out. It's beer and wine. But the prints that will be available, as we kind of just went through and we just showed you, one of these will be. So this is only limited to 100 guests. Please go to monkeyuncles.net/Jordan Spector. And like I said, these are some. It's a great opportunity. These are gorgeous. This is the team's artist. If you would like to have, something that the Eagles are all about, this is the guy they go to when they want him to capture how they feel as a team.
He's Philadelphia's artist. Let's be realistic.
Yeah.
Like I said, and you go to Monkey's Uncle, you'll see top of whatever Jordan has. Like they're just a very cool, unique, different store, and for people to have the opportunity to go in there and see this, I highly recommend it. But here's me, Jordan, being ridiculous, and I know I am. Like, I wear my heart on my sleeve, but I fully admit to my ridiculousness towards the Coop pick six. Absolutely ridiculous. Like just
unnecessary, some would say.
I would play the video of us. It was about the same or even more energetic.
Where were you? Where were you at for it, the game?
We were dead center, top level, all Eagles fans, all on the Eagles side. Which is exactly where I wanted to be.
Beautiful.
Awesome. So a couple months ago, and I don't know. Do you know who Ryan Quigley is?
I do, yeah.
Yeah. Well, we had him on the podcast, and we were talking about his experience and how loud it was when Bradley Cooper introduced the team.
Yeah.
Did you know then that the game was ours? Like, did you look around and be like, holy crap, this is really loud? Like,
no, I didn't feel that way. I was nervous of
the
Eagles doing their thing, and then it changed. So, yeah.
What was your view of the dagger? Like from where you were sitting?
So both the pick six. So I took a million videos at the Super Bowl, and by halftime my phone had died because I was just going so crazy taking videos and posting stuff on Instagram. And but I did get to charge it eventually. But we were to the left, like dead center field. So the pick six and the dagger were like right in our view area. So I got a great video of the pick six at least, but we were able to see both perfectly.
All right. So when did you know it was over?
I'd say the pick six. I felt like it was definitely over.
I felt like the dagger was it. I felt like that was where we saw the blood actually on the knife.
Yeah, I mean, I should say the dagger because that was like the final, like, okay, it's over, like game over. But the pick six just felt like, all right, they're not winning this game.
Yeah, and I'm kind of with you. Like the pick six, I was like, all right, and then I was like, I looked and I was like, wow, Avonte Maddox just made a play in the Super Bowl. This is really going the Eagles' way. And then the dagger happens 36 seconds later.
Everybody was having a good game,
Yeah, when Jihad Dotson almost had his first season touchdown, you knew you're like, wait, that guy almost scored?
Yeah,
what?
Going on?
What this? I thought we were playing the Chiefs. What happened? We have a couple of.
I knew it was. Go ahead.
No, we're waiting on you. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. No, I was going to say I knew the game was done when Bradley Cooper did his thing. Hearing that crowd, I was like, they're going to win this game. I didn't think it was going to be as easy as it was, but literally I knew right then and there. I was like, no, there's no way that they're going to win this, that Kansas City's winning this game. I was chest out, man. I knew it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad one of us did, because until that dagger, I was like, man.
But nah. I was confident, man. I felt it.
So, all right, yeah. So I guess that's really it. Like I said, for everyone who's listening and watching, the comments, for the Monkey's Uncle, like I said, July 25th, 6 to 8, $75. You get a print, a signature. I assume a picture if they want a selfie with you. And beer and wine. Yep. And buy all five if you want, because they're really iconic pictures. I keep going back and forth, and I think I just got to go. I got to go with Jalen Hurts. I have to. Like, the guy gets zero respect in the world, and that's our guy. Like, it's he's why I have this hat. Like. He is the reason we're all walking around with our chest pumped out, and people, and the sports world won't acknowledge it. So, but you have anything to add, Jordan, about Monkey's Uncle?
No, just great atmosphere, great people. I know it's gonna be a lot of fun, and I usually don't do this type of thing, so kind of a rare occasion. So I hope everybody can come out and grab their print and have a good time.
Yeah. Eric, you have anything?
Nah, man. I'm going to be there. I'm definitely going to show up. I I can't wait to be there. It's going to be cool. Can't wait to actually sit and talk to you, actually get to shake your hand and talk with you. But yeah, man, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a great event.
I'll be there because then I got to go home and rest up because I got my home run derby the next day.
Oh yeah.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Jordan, these clowns got me into a home run derby for charity for Derek and his one charity that he helps run, Homers for Hope, and I don't know what I did. I don't know how I got duped into that.
Yeah.
I blame Keith and Eric.
It'll be fun.
I haven't lifted a bat in 23 years. What could go wrong?
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, July 25th. The link is in the comments. You get, like I said, you get the $75. You get one of those prints. Get your picture taken with the print. Get your picture taken with Jordan. Get it signed. Have a beer. Have a glass of wine. Sit back, relax. And like you said, Jordan doesn't do this for everyone. So for him to come out and do this for Monkey's Uncle, it just shows you. I'm going to use your Cooper Dejean. They are the pinnacle of the community. They do so much for the community, and for Jordan to come out and do this for them is great.
Yep.
I love that. I love that in the background. Oh my God.
That is great.
I can't wait till my kids move out and I can just build a man cave.
I can't decide. I haven't decided yet which one I want.
It's gotta be
Jalen.
It has to be.
It's gotta be Jalen.
It has to be.
I mean, that is an iconic picture. I mean, that is iconic. So I mean,
it's literally he's just sitting there, just smoking a cigar. Yeah, I just won the Super Bowl. And it was a big reason holding that Lombardi. Jordan, did you go to the parade?
Oh, of course. Yep.
And how was it for you?
It was great. We had a much better view than in 2017. So it was very cool.
I'm going to bring it up. I could be wrong. Did you get engaged at the parade, or was that somewhere else?
I did.
Okay. Congratulations. I did see that on your Instagram. That's awesome. I mean, there's no I guess there's no other better place than the Eagles parade. Like, you're always going to remember it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Get plenty of content.
Yes, it is. Like I said, you're like I said, you go on Monkey's Uncle, go on his Instagram. Jordan's stuff is phenomenal. But yeah, get out to Monkey's Uncle July 25th. You guys got anything else to add? Keith?
I'm good.
No, sir. I appreciate you so much, Jordan. Thank you, man.
Thank you, guys.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Jordan. We'll be in touch. I'll probably, like I said, one of us, we'll definitely see you at Monkey's Uncle.
Yep. We'll see you guys there.
See ya.
Awesome. Hit that button.
You want Philly?
Yeah, let's do it.
It's easy to sum it up. We talking about practice.
Because it's about as casual as it gets.
What's the problem now?
That's a clown question, bro.
I think we ought to send him beating at least.
World champions. Start playing with some jam in here. Let's go.
Philadelphia, looking as only you can look. Woo!
Here we go.